Okay, welcome guys. We're back and we are in chapter 12, which is web publishing, in our textbook Exploring Adobe Illustrator CC. Well, CS6 with CC enhancements. And this is our last week, so be sure and take a look at your previous week's assignments, and if there's anything that I can help you with, or if there are any that have not been uploaded, make sure that you upload them, because having a 0 in any one of your assignments can really negatively impact your grade point average because they're all weighted equally. So again, with that said, let's go into chapter 12, and we are going to be setting up the file for preparing this artwork for the web. So we are going to open up Illustrator, which Illustrator is already open, and I'm going to reset something here so we can, we'll just go to there. And then we are going to do File and New, and we're going to name this THC logo. The profile is going to be custom. The units of measure are going to be pixels. The height is going to be 339 by 339. And then we'll leave the rest of the default as they are. And click OK. All right, now we're going to do File and Place. And in the Chapter 12 Lesson Assets folder, let's see if we can find Chapter 12. We're going to look for the THC logo.ai. And if it was checked, you would want to uncheck that, and then we're going to click Place. And we're going to say OK. Oh, all right. This document uses fonts that are currently not available on our computer. So we are going to see if we can find the fonts. Let's see if we can find that Myriad Pro Black. Which we don't have it, so I'm just going to do Myriad Pro Bold and see how that works. Click Done. Oh, that was dumb. I went through all that work and then I didn't accept it, so I'm going to do that again, and I won't make you sit here and wait while I'm doing it. All right, and here it is with the font that I had originally selected. All right, then after we've placed the PDX box, we're going to choose the bounding box for the crop to option and then click OK. So I did not get that option, but let me see. I thought maybe I could recreate that with the options, but I don't see it here. So let's just leave it as is and see what happens. And we're going to choose Select and Deselect. And then we're going to go to View, Pixel Preview to view the graphic as it might appear when rasterized into the GIF, JPEG, or PNG format. So we're going to go up to View and do Pixel Preview. You want to magnify an area of the image and note that the difference visually when the Pixel Preview is turned off and on. So let's move this over here, and then we are going to magnify that. And you can see a Pixel Preview, and then let's go just to the regular preview on CPU. There you go. You should turn on this Pixel Preview when you want to control the precise placement, anti-aliasing, and size in a final rasterized document or object. This is an example of the artwork with the Pixel Preview turned off, and then you can see it with it turned on, which is exactly what you should have seen with mine just a moment ago. Alright, now we are going to set the Save for Web options, and the way that we're going to do that is we're going to select the logo. First I'm going to zoom out here so we can actually see what is going on. So we're going to select that logo, and then we're going to do a File and Save for Web. Move this over here a bit so I can read it. You want to select the 2-Up tab at the top to show you two different options available to us. And then we're going to click on the left window, and you'll see that if we click on the left window, a highlighted frame appears, and you'll see that the window shows the original image, and it tells us well, this says 431, but mine says 449 kilobytes as a file size. Also notice the preset is original. Then we're going to click on the window at right. Get this a little smaller. And you'll see that same highlighted frame appears around this one. And the optimization settings at the bottom, you'll just notice the comparison between the two. Become available. The viewing annotations at the bottom of the selected window, these provide valuable information about the optimization settings for that particular method, including file size and format. So you want to select the following options. We want to make sure that it's an optimized file format. Which is GIF. And we want the color reduction algorithm as adaptive. You want the dither algorithm as no dither. Transparency uncheck, which it is. Interlaced uncheck. Lossy 0. 256 colors. Matte is white. Web snap is 0%, and then you want to compare your settings to figure 1214 or mine on the screen. Now this color table shows the colors used in the image. This is determined by the color reduction algorithm, and the maximum number of colors in the algorithm setting is 256. That's what we chose. The swatch with a diamond in the middle of it indicates that a web-safe color. For more on the restrictive web-safe color table, you want to see the selection of color reduction algorithms. And the other swatches are in the general RGB color space. Now we're going to select the original image on the left, and we're going to set the name option to any GIF format. The color, we're going to do the color reduction algorithm restricted. The dither algorithm is pattern. The transparency, you want to make sure there's transparency is unchecked. Interlaced should be unchecked as well. Lossy is 0. And then colors, auto. Note if that colors don't automatically appear, type in the word auto in the colors field, and they're already there. Now in the color table for the selected window, you want to notice the swatches with diamond icons in the middle. This means these colors are within the traditional web-safe color palette. Point to one of the swatches to reveal its hexadecimal value, and you see that. Now we're going to change the image on the left to the ping 8 option. The color reduction algorithm is perceptual. Transparency you want unchecked. Colors are 256. Web snap is 0%. And then again, the purpose is to be able to compare and contrast settings. You want to determine the file size, for example, whether or not the palette, what colors are in the palette, and then you can also preview on a web browser as well if you want to see what the actual images are going to look like. All right, so I will leave you with this, and if you have other requests for demos, please don't hesitate to ask. Have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.